Hey everyone, it's Callie. Today I want to talk to you guys about SERAPH of the End. This is a really awesome series. There's currently 16 volumes out in the US. It's an ongoing series, so I'm not sure how many there's going to be in total. There's also 24 episodes in the anime, I believe. There's 2 seasons. I have watched and read all of it that is out right now. And I'm going to continue on with this series as it comes out. It comes out usually every 6 months-ish. So I've been trying to keep up with it as best I can. As you see next to me here, I've got a bunch of mini posters that I have framed. The mini posters come in the front of every single manga volume. I think they're super cool. The art style is beautiful. I enjoy the art, I enjoy the series, and I enjoy the characters. So I definitely recommend this series, and I think everyone should check it out. SERAPH of the End is a show or a manga about basically a vampire-human war. A long time ago, there was some kind of virus, disease that wiped out a lot of the human race. There is still some humans that are alive though, and they're part of the Moon Demon Company, most of the ones that we see, which are basically like a vampire extermination unit. They're broken down into squads within that unit, but so those are really the only humans that we kind of see, but I suppose there are other like civilian humans, because we do see some other humans that are considered livestock by the vampires. So there's kind of that going on, but it mostly centers around there's 2 main characters and then some side characters that are also kind of main characters. I know that sounds really confusing, but it centers around Mikhaila Hyakuya and Yuichiro Hyakuya. So they're not actually related, but they are considered family because they grew up in the same orphanage together. They ended up in the vampire city as livestock, and so we kind of see them as children, and then they get separated from there. Mika is in the vampire city, and then Yu ends up in the outside world. So they get separated, and Mika doesn't know much about Yu's whereabouts, and Yu assumes that Mikhaila is dead. So there's kind of some tension there because he feels like he let his family down. There's a big hatred of vampires there from him, and he ends up joining the Moon Demon Company and ends up getting into a squad with a couple other people, which are other main characters. There's also the Lieutenant Colonel, who is kind of, a main character there. So like you do learn about the people in the company and kind of what they've got going on too. So they're also big players, but not as big as obviously Mika and Yu are. So throughout the story, there's definitely a lot of wars going on, trying to fight these vampires, trying to figure out how to get rid of them. There's also a lot of human experimentation going on. We don't know a ton about the human experimentation, we just kind of know that it's going on, and we see it come out a few times throughout the series, and you're like, oh shit, like you're like, really, you get into it a lot for sure. There's a lot of action going on, but there's also a lot of heartfelt moments. There's a lot of good relationships going on. So it's definitely a good series, and I would definitely recommend it. So now I wanted to take the time to kind of answer some questions that I came up with. I would also love for you guys to answer or ask questions about the series, so definitely comment below and leave those answers or those comments, questions. I'd love to hear from you guys. So one question I came up with was, if I had a demon weapon, what kind of demon weapon would I want? So the humans create contracts with demons to get weapons that are able to kill a vampire, and they're all different sorts of kind of weapons, and I think if I were to have one, I would want to have a scythe. Shinoa on Yuichiro's squad actually has a scythe, and I just think it's so cool. I don't even have a backup like beyond that if I couldn't have a scythe. I just think a scythe is super cool. So yeah, I would want to have a demon weapon scythe. What's my favorite character from this series? My favorite character from this series, I would have to say right now, is Gurren. I think Gurren's just kind of a psycho, but like kind of in a good way. Like I really like his animation, I like his personality, and I think he's kind of like, there's a lot of mystery going on to him and I want to know more. So I really like Gurren, and I like the relationship he has with his demon weapon because they were formerly in a relationship, so it's kind of interesting to see that dynamic change in the hold that she kind of has over him, because the demons can't manipulate the humans that they have a contract with. So it's very interesting, and so I would have to say Gurren. And then my last question is, would I ship Yuichiro and Mikaela, or would I ship Yuichiro and Shinoa? I definitely do not ship Yuichiro and Shinoa. I think Shinoa's cool and all, but I don't know, I don't really like see it out there, but like, whatever. I don't necessarily ship Mika and Yu either, but like if I saw them get together, I would not be mad about it at all. I think they're super cute, and I really love their dynamic, their relationship that they have with each other, and that bond that they have. So I would have to go that way if I had to choose one. But yeah, so I'd like to know what you guys have to say, and thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.